The militia has released a hostage tape, outing the existence of Providence to the world. This was a fatal mistake, and our analysts are tracing its origin as we speak. In the meantime, we have a lead on Lucas Gray's top lieutenant. Turns out the Delgado cartel's counterfeiting unit was creating fake IDs for the militia, and one operative in particular stands out, Wazir Kale, an infamous South China Sea pirate better known by his nom de guerre, the Maelstrom. The Maelstrom and his cutthroat band of outlaws were the scourge of the shipping industry in the post-recession years. But his reign of terror came to an end with the disastrous 2014 hijacking of the supertanker Francis King. Chinese elite forces stormed the ship, resulting in the deaths of a dozen sailors and most of the Maelstrom's crew. But Kale slipped away unseen. The Maelstrom's connection to Gray is unknown, but we believe it was he who carried out the audacious killing of a Providence CEO in Shanghai, along with two reactivated members of his old pirate gang, Vanya Shah, a shady figure in Mumbai's criminal underworld, and Dawood Rangan, the gang's old cashier turned dodgy movie producer. Shah, Rangan, and the Maelstrom form Lucas Gray's Eastern Cell. They are a crack strike team, and stopping them is our client's most pressing concern. Unfortunately, the elusive Maelstrom appears to have vanished into the seedy underbelly of Mumbai, the cradle of his criminal legend, and no one knows his whereabouts or what he currently looks like. So, a bandit queen, a showbiz charlatan, and one certifiable ghost. I shall leave you to prepare.
Okay, in today's gameplay, we came to Mumbai, which is home to Bollywood. And our three targets are Vanya Shah, Dawood Rangan, and Maelstrom. So Maelstrom is some guy who is like a terrorist dude who is hiding in the crowd, and Dawood Rangan, he is this film guy who is shooting at his bungalow to our left, and Vanya Shah is this slum queen who is responsible for a lot of trouble. So this briefcase which I had to hide it somewhere because it had a rifle and it would be like very troublesome thing to carry around.
This is
So
one
I
of the
came here and
Mumbai
dropped
tools. My records show a few residential complaints about a new tenant in the building. Something related to strange behavior. Might be worth looking into.
So Diana tells us about this guy who is having a like very weird behavior in the building. So she advises us to go and check it out. So we went there.
Well. It appears we have a rival assassin in Mumbai, and he's training his sights on Dawood Rangan. By the looks of it, I'd say we're dealing with a local operator, known as the Kashmirian.
Damn it. If I don't get this viewfinder working, I will miss the shot.
A local hitman known as the Kashmirian is in Mumbai on business. He set up a sniper nest in a tower above a stairwell in the local chawl. It appears he's targeting the luxury apartment belonging to Dawood Rangan, but has encountered a problem. Perhaps you can assist him.
So whoever appointed this guy maybe did one of the biggest mistakes in his life, because this guy,
if we
he
could
can't
only make
even
Rangan
adjust
appear
the
in that window
scope.
somehow.
How is he gonna kill him?
I'll never get that scope adjusted.
See?
Karen Dar,
He can't even do that
aka
much.
the Kashmirian, was born in the US, but fled to his mother's native land, India, 20 years ago, following an FBI investigation into a string of serial killings in Texas. He adopted a new identity here for potential assassins and will be suspicious of anyone they don't recognize. I suggest you are mindful around them in the slums.
So the sniper guy, he was trying to kill Dawood Rangan, and so we infiltrated into his mansion so that like we should get him into the correct position so that he could kill him. We need the outfit of this security guard so that we can remain in the safer side. So I threw this coin over here, waited for him to come, hid over here, and then I choked him and took his clothes. So when I came on top over here, I spotted this file which is connected to further in the story. So I shot it down. So out here there was this guy who was announcing about a guy called Arthur. So this is basically another way to complete the mission, in which we'll be able to kill Daudrangan in some other way. But I didn't want to do that. I already wanted to follow the process which I was already following.
No, can't help you, man.
So even though our mission was headed over here, we weren't allowed there. So I had to find some other way to get out there. So I went out this window and there was this way to get over there.
When are you gonna be done mixing those colors? I mean, how long can it take to smudge out a few blues and reds?
I'm creating art here. 70% of the work is finding the right colors. Color mixing is an entire art form on its own. It takes time.
Yeah, well, get a move on. Mr. Rongan wants you to go and get him as soon as you're done mixing your fancy colors there. You got it?
Fine. If I don't finish it, Rongan will kill me.
After they finished their talking, I entered the window, killed this
Worse.
painter guy, and killed the other guys who was keeping an eye at him. I took this painter's clothes and then disposed both of them. So after disposing them, I went to call Daudrangan that his picture was almost over, and I brought him to the room.
Beautiful, magnificent use of colors and form. क्या बात है? If the new piece catches my
Out here, this guy is
nature like
continuously
this,
bragging about
I
himself,
will have nothing short of a
which
masterpiece
proves that
on
he's
my
such a
hands.
narcissistic guy.
I'll be the envy of everyone.
I guarantee a perfect execution,
Looking
Mr.
good.
Rangan.
All right, no chance.
All right, 47. Let's see if the aim of our Kashmirian friend is
Get that
true.
damn thing out of sight. Suppose it's nothing. You know, this painting is sure to bring you a lot of future work. Because once the word gets out and my art appreciating friends see it, your phone will be ringing off the hook.
I can't wait. Hold your breath for a moment, Mr. Rangan.
And that's the reason I told you I wouldn't pay for the commission, by the way.
Come
I'm
on,
not
this guy here is
stingy,
I am
not
rich
at all.
written on the painting, and now he says that he won't even pay for the commission,
Exposure.
and he was bragging about some
Let's not
a
overdo
few
it,
while ago.
You know?
I prefer cash over exposure.
See this dumb guy.
Clench your fist, please.
The sniper is gonna hit him by the
Who
way right
doesn't?
now.
But sometimes exposure can be worth more than just money.
Okay, stop that shit.
Because in this case, it's the gift that keeps on giving.
Haha, nice.
Just wait and see. When you're done with this job, the contracts will be rolling in.
That sounds wonderful, Mr. Rangan. Can you look up a bit? Thank you.
That shot came from the chawls. It looks like the Kashmirian finally got a clear line of fire. Dawood Rangan is dead, and not even by your hand, 47. What will you think of next? Hold up, 47. The Kashmirian is on the move. He's heading for another flat inside the chawls. This might be worth investigating. If nothing else, we may get a lead on who his client is.
So finally, we got this Daudrangan guy killed. But now what Diana is saying is that the guy who killed him, he's heading somewhere else now to kill some other guy. So we are heading to his apartment to see what is actually happening. So after this, I went away from there and headed towards the apartment where that sniper guy was. Now when I entered the apartment, I saw the sniper guy, and the other guy, he was walking around with the assault rifle which I had.
If I feel to go and encounter Indian, I don't care what anybody says. I know you're afraid that I will change when I become famous, but that's not going to happen. I need a little less time for everybody. I don't care really what is on the left.
Out here because I wanted to pick up the knife. I could not enter the door, it closed on my face. Now I had to go from this way which had a open window and I could enter his room. And out there I found his laptop.
"47. It appears the Kashmirian is using this room as a base of operations. Let's see what he's up to in here."
So to use the laptop I needed the dongle,
She was supposed
and
to
so
be
I
on
did
the
what
bridge
was necessary.
47. This is interesting. It looks like Vanya Shah hired the Kashmirian to kill Dawood Rangan. Well, since he's already eliminated, perhaps you should call Shah and let her know the contract is fulfilled.
So interestingly, Vanya Shah is the second target, was the
Well,
one who ordered
it
the
looks like there's
assassination
a
of
power
Dawood Rangan.
struggle underway in Mumbai. Vanya Shah has contracted a high...
Overreacting as the assassin Vanya hired, we called her and informed her that Dawood was dead. But she didn't know that this assassin had taken the supari to kill her as well.
Who is this? How did you get this number?
The contract on Rangan has been fulfilled.
Very good. I will make sure you are wired the agreed upon sum.
I'd prefer cash. Maybe we should meet.
No. I have more important things to do. There is now a large power gap in Mumbai, and I need to make arrangements to fill it as soon as possible. The money will be transferred to your Bitcoin account as agreed upon. Thank you for your work.
Well, it looks like your call triggered something inside the Shah compound. She's making another...
I don't want to finish the mission right away, so I just went for a normal sightseeing in case I would have discovered something like a secret or a secret place. Like this.
But that is my home. You can't do this.
Hey, it's only for a little while. Stop being so dramatic, alright?
Dramatic? Listen, I know who you are. I know your mother.
Oh, acha. If you have Ma over for some chai, tell her I said hi. Until then, you can't access the hill. Meeting will be over soon. Then you can return to your home. Chal, nikal.
Hey! That's not fair!
This was nothing but another way to complete the game. So I continued my sightseeing. On further sightseeing, I found this lever and at once I knew what this thing was for. It was for the train track. So I ran and put it in its place and waited for the train to come. I knew this would have been one of the best and the most epic ways to assassinate someone. After I placed this, the only thing we had to do was to wait for the train to arrive. So out there we see that the Maelstrom and Vanisha, they're standing together. So if this happens, both of them are gonna get killed at once. So it's gonna be a easier job for us. So all I did was wait. So the train finally arrived and now I could kill both of them. So I just pulled the lever and killed both of them.
My word, that was an impressive display. Vanya Shah and Raze Kale, aka the Maelstrom, confirmed kill. Mission completed. Time to find an exit.
So the mission is finally over and the video ends with it as well. If you want me to play the other missions, do comment, like, share and subscribe. And also tell me that if I should make the videos in some other languages.